Cuthbert, a wealthy pottery manufacturer, had finished work for the day and returned to the 14-room mansion in the early evening. To his horror, he found Alice lying in a pool of blood in the kitchen. The trail of blood and other evidence led police to the conclusion that Alice had initially been attacked in the kitchen, probably while she had been preparing the evening meal. The intruder had selected 2 heavy logs from the scullery and savagely beaten Alice about the head, knocking her senseless. The assailant had then gone upstairs to steal property and rifle Alice's handbag, and, upon returning downstairs, had discovered that Alice had recovered consciousness and was now standing in the hallway. The attack began again as Alice tried to escape back towards the kitchen. Her assailant had followed her, hitting as he went. All kinds of weapons had been used, vases, ornaments, and finally a 3-foot-long barbed poker, all of which were found heavily bloodstained. Alice had finally made her way back to the kitchen, and as she lay on the floor, dying, the callous killer had stabbed her through the head with the poker. There were, however, clues for the police to examine. The killer had left behind a footprint and a pair of blood-stained gloves. As for the motive for this terrible crime, that was easy to determine. More than $3,000 worth of jewellery was found to be missing. Staffordshire police soon called in assistance from Scotland Yard, and Detective Superintendent Reg Spooner was sent to take charge of the case. He soon determined that there was no sign of a break-in, and the crime had taken place when the servants were all off duty. This suggested that the killer was someone Alice Wiltshire knew, and someone who knew the household routine very well indeed. This, in turn, suggested that an ex-employee would be the right kind of candidate. One by one, all ex-employees were contacted and eliminated from the inquiry until only one name remained. One man who the police could not trace. The prime suspect now appeared to be 29-year-old Leslie Green, an ex-Borstal boy who had been employed by the Wiltshires as a chauffeur gardener. He had used his employer's car without permission and had been dismissed for disobedience. All this had taken place just a few weeks before the murder. The final piece of evidence was a tear in the thumb of the left-hand glove found at the scene of the crime. The tear matched exactly with the mark of a healed cut on Green's thumb, showing that he had cut himself while wearing them. It was also shown that Green's shoes matched the footprint found at the scene. Green faced his trial for murder at Stafford on December 3, 1952.
Upstairs. Kitchen. So that's where she was visiting. That door should push open.
Oh.
It should do. Or they know that it's been now shut. Well, I've got upstairs.
There's some stairs here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's the original kitchen. Or we call it the main stairs, I think. That's the original kitchen.
Right.
Which is in a right state at the minute. Still got the original clothes hangers on the ceiling. Which are original.
Oh, yeah.
They're original. Original full tiler. Yeah, it's just it's quite messy in there, to be honest. It's been a while since I've been here and never done a video. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back. As you'd have seen in the intro and the information I just give out in the intro, you'll know where we are. Been here many a time, but I have never done a video here. So we thought we'd come and visit, and with Charlotte. I'm not going to say anything in this video with any names, with anything that happened here, because I want to use necrophonics to see if anything relevant comes through, and I don't want to say anything. So I want to see if something comes forward without giving too much away. Obviously you would have seen it on the intro, but I'm not going to say any names here to see if they do come forward. So we're just scouting around, guys. It is a lot more trash than when I came last. So we'll have a quick walk around. I think Charlotte wants to go first.
No.
You don't want to go first?
Not really. Which way are we going to go?
Yeah, go upstairs if you want. If it's open. Is it open?
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah.
I don't want to fall through the ceiling.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's quite bright up here, isn't it? It is in the afternoon, guys. We've been scouting around quite a few places. Unfortunately, we can't get in most of them. So we thought, well, I know we can get in here. It is still daylight, but if the spirit's here, they'll be here. And we're just checking around, make sure there's actually no one in here. Which there isn't. Old bathroom there. But the nice bathroom, excuse me, dust. This bathroom always amazes me how Victorian it looks, with the absolutely fabulous stained windows, the mosaic floor and the original tiles. It's absolutely beautiful. So the said person that died here would have actually bathed in this bath at some point, I'd have thought. And that window is beautiful, how the light shining through. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're all just making sure there's nobody else in here. We haven't heard anybody else. Two more toilets and bathrooms. That's another stairway up. After it was a home, it was a school, like a training college. For a number of years, and then it became derelict. It's just been trashed, basically. It's probably one of the most visited locations in Staffordshire for urbexes and paranormal channels. So it really, really gets visited. But it's still an amazing place, you know, it's meant to be really haunted. So we thought we'd come and check it out. Is that just like another bedroom? Yeah. It's quite a big bright room, really. Would have probably been quite nice back in the day. Apart from your buzzy fly. Yeah, I won't look in that toilet. I'm just wondering where. I think we'll start on these stairs.
A cellar?
There is a cellar, yeah.
Is it?
It's a bit of a mess. I think there was a flood here. I think somebody burst some remains of the weather did. But this gets me, why rip out every sink? And every toilet and smash them all there. I don't get why they do it. Why get every sink and smash them all there? They've turned the cabinet upside down. There's that water. I'd be careful standing there then if that's like water.
It's very, very wet.
Yeah, it's called black mould up there. Where are you going?
Downstairs.
What are you going downstairs for?
Because that's made my shoes squelchy.
Why didn't you come back up then?
I don't know.
I was going to start up here.
Where are you?
Sean's got
Soaked.
scratchy feet.
It's really, really wet.
Sean's got scratchy feet now.
Hear it?
Yeah. I can smell cannabis up here, I think. Someone's been smoking some. So I think
Which one?
we'll start in here If you go down that end, if you stay by that door and I'll stay here,
Yeah.
then if we hear anything, we're both up.
Let me take this off.
We're both each end of the building.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. We're both on. It's gone warm. We're both each end of the building, aren't we?
Okay.
So, good afternoon, spirits. My name's Simon. I'm with Charlotte. I've been here a few times. I've not filmed or investigated here. We'd like to speak to a certain person that died in the building. I'm not going to say your name because I want you to actually come through and either do something for us or actually tell us your name, if that's possible. We're not here to harm you. We're not here to damage your beautiful building. Big fire. We come with respect. We come with love and light. It's a bird to you.
Yeah.
If you do reside here, if you still visit here, could you make a sound or noise for us? Or anything that you deem you're able to do? Is that like a woman's voice?
I don't know if it was somebody else.
Outside. Do you miss being here? Do you still walk this residence? Do you miss it that much?
That was me.
Was it you, maybe?
I'm just, I don't know, dodgy one.
Do you miss being here? It was horrible what happened to you. It was all over the papers. But the person that did it to you got his comeuppance. He was caught. And he was hung. So he did get justice. You got justice, even though it shouldn't have happened to you. Are you angry at him? Upset? If you can, communicate with us. We'd love to hear your voice, your story, if you can. If you can remember anything from that day of what happened. And what we're going to do in this video, guys, as well, I'm actually going to leave the camera alone in here for 10 or 15 minutes. Just to see if anything will come forward. Have you just breathed?
Yeah.
I sounded dead loud over here. Just to see if anything will do anything for us on camera while we're not here. or if it'll pick up anything. We don't mean any disrespect or harm. We're not here to hurt you. We're sorry your place is so trash now. I've been a few times and it's never been this bad. It's such a shame. Could you do something significant to let us know you're here? Could you copy me, please? Could you do that for me? Could you slam one of the doors shut? Downstairs if you want to. There's a lot of cars going past. We've seen a lot of teams here that have had lots of results, or lots of things you can't explain. Loud bangs, talking. Could you do something for me to show you here? To actually show us you're here? And people that have been before we're right? Could you knock? Oh, God, focus. Could you knock for me which room you're in? Or bang? Could you make one of the doors move? Could you make one of them shut? Or if you can, come walk down this corridor to me now from the bedrooms there. Show everybody at home on camera. Is it? It's a crow.
There's about 5 of them.
Is it? They're not getting in that room, then.
No. Oh. That's my belly, sorry.
thought you had something downstairs.
Have a look out the window. I bet it keeps making noise.
Do something for us. Try and help us. Try and show that there's somebody here with us. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Can you knock which room you're in for me? Can you bang? Carlton room. Obviously your house has been changed around. It's been a college since then as well. Did that upset you when you changed that? Could you throw something on this landing for me to show you're here? To communicate with us? Can you tell us what it's like on the other side? Are you okay?
That's weird.
It did chink, didn't it? But it could just be the floor movement. Are you happy where you are? Are you angry at what happened to you?
What was that?
Did you hear that tap?
Yeah, it did. That came from downstairs.
Yeah, it did. That was a loud tap as well.
Yeah.
I
I
actually,
heard that from there.
yeah, but I actually looked to see if I.
No, there wasn't anything.
There's nothing,
there.
anything there. Was that you? Are you downstairs? Should we go downstairs?
Do you want me to ring it?
Yeah. Should we go down? Oh, that's scrubbed your into it. Should we go down this way or that way?
Yeah, go down that
Go
way.
down this way. We're coming downstairs, so don't be afraid. That was a dead loud tap, that was.
Yeah.
Camera should have put that on. Yeah, I know, just be careful, the last deep. Oh, that's the kitchen. So this would have been, this is the hallway. So this is technically, so she called from the kitchen, where it's deemed she was hit for the first time on the head, and actually crawled into here, where the person in question came down the stairs and actually hit her again. to death this time. So basically she died here, in a big pool of blood. Is this place the most active where we are now? Is this where you haunt on these stairs? You died here, didn't you? Is this the most active place that you've come back to? Or do you visit somewhere else? I heard a tap, but I don't know where it come from. That was a crow. If you could do something loud for me, that'd be amazing. Just so we can gauge where you are. I don't know why, but I'm drawn to that room now. Have you seen how dark it is in there?
Yeah, it is.
And how
There's shadows.
it feels like there's a haze in there. You see it? But it's like inviting. I might leave the camera in there. I think that's what they'll do. So what I'll do, guys, we're going to leave the camera in here for 10 or 15 minutes. I'm not really feeling anything at all. I don't think you are you? Because you're normally jumpy. And it just feels empty. I don't know. I've been a few times, but I've never actually filmed. But it just feels so flat. I don't feel frightened. I don't feel scared. If anything, it's more welcoming than... I don't feel frightened at all. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put the camera here, dead mousy, on that doorway, so you can also see us leaving. And what I'll do, I'm trying to think of a trigger object that I could put. I've actually got a knob, a door handle. So if I could, was that you?
Yeah.
If I can put this in front of the camera so you can see it, and I'm not quiet. I'll put it on top here. I'm going to ask the spirit to knock it off while we're not in the building, or do something in here for us. Are you ready?
Yep.
So we're going to go outside, and spirit, so if you're in here, if you could do something for me while we're out the room, please feel free, and we'll leave the building for 10 or 15 minutes.
We left the camera for 15 minutes. What you hear next we cannot explain. There we go. Just pass you the camera. Still moving. Get my belly. So guys, we've spent a few hours in here. There's been absolutely nothing happen at all. I've left the camera alone for a bit, and I think it's dead, don't you?
Yeah.
We've had nothing happen at all. Not absolutely anything at all. Night time, whether it be different, I don't know. But if it's paranormal, it should happen all the time. It just feels dead, totally, nothing at all. So, hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Take care, and I shall see you on the next one.